Alright, in this video, I'm going to be discussing Sean Strickland's current situation with the UFC now that Robert Whittaker and Khamzat Chimaev has been announced. I think Sean Strickland's little plan to sit back and wait for a title shot is not going to pay off anymore. I think that if Izzy wins, they're either going to try to move him up. That could be a thing because Pereira doesn't have a fight at light heavyweight anymore. So they might be trying to get the triple for Izzy. I really hope that doesn't happen, but that's obviously a route they could take. If Duplessis wins, Duplessis already beat Strickland. And if Khamzat beats Whittaker, then Khamzat is going to get the next title shot against Dricus, I think. So Strickland is in a very tough situation. I think him sitting out and not taking the Whittaker fight like everybody thinks he should and that he should have, because it would have, because Whittaker arguably earned a title shot already, even without the Khamzat matchup, in my opinion. So with it, if Whittaker wins, I think the UFC could easily, Dana White being as bitter and evil as he is, I think they could easily just swipe the rug under Strickland and make Khamzat or make Whittaker versus the winner of Duplessis Izzy. It'd be a lot easier if Dricus wins, which I think he's gonna. I think Dricus is gonna get this one done. And I hate Izzy a lot, so I really hope he does win. But with Strickland, all this inactivity isn't going to help him. He's used to staying super active all the time and taking fights on super short notice and being in the gym all the time. And he just looks out of practice a little bit recently. Like he sparred that kickboxing guy, and he just looked weird and sloppy sparring him. I know he looks like that when he spars a lot, but he looked especially sloppy in that footage. And I know he doesn't spar like he fights. He goes into a fight with zero killing attitude at all and just jabs and teeps. But so he could easily just do that again. But I don't think they're going to give him the title shot at all. I think Sean Strickland is terrible for their brand. I like Strickland. I think he should have got this title shot over Izzy. Izzy getting an immediate title shot is insane to me and horrible and so bad. He should have to fight a contender. He should have had to fight maybe Strickland again or anyone coming up. He should have to fight Khamzat. He should be fighting Khamzat instead of Whittaker right now. But Whittaker beat Ikram by KO, so he earns Khamzat for some reason. And if they don't give him a title shot, if they don't give Whittaker a title shot after Khamzat, if he beats him, then I don't. There's no point in taking that fight if he doesn't get a title shot, in my opinion. I think he's already he's either 3 or 2 in the division. So beating Khamzat doesn't do anything else for him. And if Khamzat wins, they love Khamzat for some reason, even though he's the most video glitched. They love Khamzat because Abu Dhabi money, and they can use him, and he's marketable for being a destroyer from Russia, and they love that type of fighter a lot. The crazy wrestler from that region of the world, they really like that. So Khamzat is going to get a title shot, even though he is the most unreliable fighter on the roster, in my opinion. Like, it's insane because he can't show up to a fight to save his life. So they're taking a huge risk by even putting Khamzat in a title fight position or a title eliminator. Rebooking this fight is a huge risk for them, and they're just doing it anyway. So we'll see, and we'll see what Strickland does. I don't think he's going to be happy with the outcome of all of this. He better hope Whittaker wins, and he better hope Whittaker gets injured or something, because he'll either have to fight Whittaker eventually, because the whole waiting thing is he's not gonna be able to do it. The UFC is bitter and won't let Sean Strickland just sit around and wait because they already don't like him and they have too many opportunities for huge matchups with Izzy and Hamzat. So I think either way it's going to backfire. And yeah, I think Strickland is gonna have to take a fight in the meantime, and I think he missed his best chance at just fighting Robert Whitaker. Because if he would have beat Whitaker, then there would have been no argument, and he would be next 100%. And um, I think Whitaker is easier to beat. I think Whitaker. I think Strickland can beat Whitaker easier than he would be able to beat Hamzat, even if he did. I think Whitaker's an easier matchup for Strickland because I don't think Strickland will do good against a super power wrestler in the beginning, and I think he'll get. He does bad against people that go super forward against him, and I think he'll just get overpressured. So he's in a bad position now that Robert and Hamzat's made. So I guess we'll see what he does, and I'm super interested to find out what happens with that. So all right, I'll see you soon.